Hello and welcome to the channel now. We're having difficulties today. I suspect it's it's the cable. I did think, hello and welcome to the channel. I did think it was maybe the problem, or what I did wrong. What I've done wrong is I've taken, I should have taken both cables, and that would have like solved the issue, you know. So we're in the oldest phone, first phone, and that. So we're now going to Windsor Milton. That's what we're doing here. Windsor Milton, here we come. So we've been filming the building that's coming down. That one.
The Brazilian soprano Bruno de Sá with Ensemble 1700, directed from the recorder by Dorothee Oberlinger, and
that one there.
So piano from Handel's Sonata, Aces Galatea and Polyphemus. Before that, you heard the Francesco Barsanti arrangement of Johnny.
But you can't see the building because it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Fleming House is gone.
This concludes our visit to Graz in Austria to the Studiata Festival, last year's festival. As you can hear, the audience were absolutely nuts for Bruno de Sá, calling him back for no fewer than 3 encores. And I shall make some time for you to hear from Bruno again before we part at 4 o'clock. But now, on classical, back in Belfast for a serious musical treat.
I watched a video, the Gabby Cabby, and you got. Do you want to continue to listen to the traffic message from BBC Scotland? How did that happen? How do things happen in cars? You know, it's like, who fucked about with the computer?
As it was resoundingly rejected by them.
And this car's got a very ancient computer, isn't it? And so one thing about this car is the air conditioning
music for 3 years,
brilliant.
and never returned to this symphony. Didn't take it with him when he left Russia in 1917.
Right, so
after Rachmaninoff's death that the orchestral parts were discovered in the Leningrad Conservatory Library and the manuscript reconstructed. The symphony was performed in Moscow in 1945 to great acclaim. Nearly half a century on from the premiere, the audience and the critics finally appreciated the work that drew from the greats of Russian composition, Borodin and Tchaikovsky, but was also able to look ahead to the music of Shostakovich.
Yeah, we'll just slow down a bit, I think.
Michael Seal conducts the Ulster Orchestra at the Ulster Hall in Belfast.
Yeah, slowly they're just trying to like tighten everything up so nothing ever won't be able to do anything. Mission creep by the so-called police Scotland. Well, it's a government, it's not the police, is it? Well, they're politically corrupted. Yeah, Andy the Gabby Cabby, he's just come up with this legal thing he had, and I can't believe how stupid some people are. So he went and bought a car. Like, say if you're going to buy, well, I've got a lot of experience of buying cars. So, you don't want to be messing around. You know, if you're going to buy a car and it's cheap, you know, oh yes, look at that Volvo, oh yay, that was so unbelievable. Right through a red light. I'm actually in the wrong lane here. If you're going to go and buy a car, right, come on, accelerate, go. What the fuck? Come on! Atlantic Road's stuck here again. See that? Fucking idiot. Come on the fuck! Jesus, 3 times sitting there. Like, if you're gonna... you don't need your wipers on, it's not fucking raining. Hanging right back, look. It's a... Come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on! You're getting in the way, you're getting in the way. Right, so, if you're going to buy a car, check the MOT history, check as much as that as you can. So he says he bought a car and then there's loads of like MOT failures on it, and yet, so they weren't done. So it passed its MOT but the repairs hadn't been done, so that would ring, so you'd sort of ring alarm bells right away, that, wouldn't it? The fact that it's had all these faults. And the first thing you're wondering is, has it been done? So you went and bought a car and it turns out they hadn't been done. So I just think, like, somebody who's like 50 or 60 years old, if you're in your 60s or 50s, you really should have had experience. And if you're buying a car, he didn't even say if it's this is Andy the Gabby Cabby. He didn't even say it was private or what it was. You know, he didn't say. I want to get past this Kia. It's right fuck about down there at the lights. 3 times to get through. Like, there's only like 3 cars up in front of us. Okay, some daft woman. So, Bear Scotland. So I bought this car in a car park in Slough, and it was £1,850, and that was December 2021, and there was quite a lot of faults with it, but I just fixed them. It was only £1,850. It's never really, it's always functioned, and now pretty much got most of the problems sorted out, which was the battery going flat. That's sorted. The brakes have been pretty much replaced. The air suspension's been replaced at the back, which didn't cost that much. It's just 2 airbags, £60. Just your usual stuff, you know, ball joints and broken springs. All the while I've been using it as well, you know. So, like, you're not going to go and like take somebody to court. You accept the fact that it was £1,850, and you allow. You know, you must make sure that you've got money to fix it, which I have. So now the paintwork is pretty grim, you know. So that's like, do I go and paint? I'd be better paying somebody to do it, the paintwork. Well, it's like, well, aye, can you afford it? Aye. Do you want to do it? Well, I'm not too sure at the moment. Does it matter? Well, yeah. Is it worth it? Well, probably not. Did I already ask that? So he went and took this guy to court. So it took 3 years. This is he was buying a car for his son. You know, I just think, you fucking fanny. You know, he lives in Kent. It's like, what the fuck? You know, you could have avoided yourself all that grief. But then, so I was tending to buy rough like cars that are rough. I think he was buying a car that appeared to be spot on, or was presented to be spot on, but wasn't. So this car wasn't the one. This one I'm driving right now wasn't. They didn't even try to make it look good or anything. It was just, it is what it is, and it was the model that I wanted, and it had the interior that I wanted, the half leather, comfortable seats, the 2 litre, 150 horsepower, 6-speed gearbox. And it's because I need a car for car boot sales. It's got a big, massive boot in the back. That's why. So it was either this or a Ford Galaxy. It's not really a big choice. But I didn't want a Berlingo exactly. You know, that was kind of the main thing about it. So you really need to avoid all that sort of legal stuff if you can. I just think it accepting responsibility. So he took this guy to court and he got money back after a settlement out of court after 3 years. So he was lucky. He didn't exactly say circumstances. He didn't. I mean, I was assuming it was a private sale. I don't actually know if it was or not. Was it a dealer? I don't know. But buying cars, it's been made a lot worse of late. Just, it definitely is. It's definitely a lot worse, yeah. Without a doubt. I wonder if we'll see Ferguson's. No, that wasn't them, no, it was Red. Because we've seen them here coming down. The last time I drove back from Cumbernauld, I seen them. And about here. But it was probably about the same time actually, yeah. You just never know, do you? I think you're being a bit specific there, aren't you? So I just get the feeling that. So a lot of what topic are we going to talk about now? Katie's van life. No, I'm really seriously thinking about if Katie is in a similar situation to what I am. It would appear, and she never mentions it once. And I'm thinking about doing a blackout on that subject. I think it would be a good idea if I stopped talking about it, because it's not doing me or you or anyone any good, and nobody really cares. And I think the majority of people who watch this are not really that interested in that subject. You know, the biological sex thing. I think it'd probably be good for my mental health if I could just move on from it. And I don't know what Katie does. Does she block people that start talking about it? I don't know, because there's nothing on her comments about it. So I think she must be blocking people, you know, or deleting comments. I don't know. I think it could be an idea to start doing that for my own sanity. So let's see if we can. It took a bit of doing to actually do that. Yeah, a bit of willpower. I just don't really see it doing much good. Is the thing. It's not doing me any good. You know. Indicating. It's not, and it's like it's not really educating anyone, because nobody listens. So if you already have your opinions about it, you're not going to listen, are you? So I'm wasting my energy, you know, going on about it. I think probably. I think so. I think I'm wasting my energy. Blabbering on about it, getting nowhere, and proving nothing. Yeah, I think so. So that's the end of that. So I'm not going to say any more about that. I think we'll call it a day on that topic. Yeah, I think so. Let's call it a day. Wow, nearly got to 60. Oh! Nearly. Yeah, let's call it a day on that topic. It's causing me stress. I think probably most people don't like it. I get the feeling people aren't really. I think most people who watch this channel or who are subscribed to me don't really care. in the nicest possible way. They don't care either way or the other, I think. You know, I think they just accept me for who I am, for the most part. And they're not. And if they didn't like it or like me, they wouldn't watch other videos, would they? I think for the most part. I mean, normally people that watch your videos do tend to sort of like you in some way. Well, likes maybe not the word, but they are interested in your lifestyle and what you're doing and everything, and they, to some extent or another, are going to agree with what you're doing. I think it's not really so. It's just, that's more like what. Alright. So we're going in here. So thanks for coming along in this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll get you in the next one. Watch the bumper, because you can hit these. Don't go too far down there. You can hit these sleepers. I know that because I've already done it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Please like, share and subscribe.